What's up, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of the Sports Weekly Podcast. I'm your host, Alan Stiles. This week, we're talking NBA playoffs and Major League Baseball. So, NBA playoffs. In a year that has been anything but normal, we had the first NBA playoff play-in game ever, which had the Blazers and the Grizzlies. Obviously, the Blazers got Dame Time Lillard, and the Grizzlies have the high-flying rookie Ja Morant. The Blazers were able to win, but not just because of Dame. They had help from CJ McCollum, who had a fractured back. I don't even know how that's possible. We're going to have to meet with a doctor or something to figure that one out. And Yusuf Nurkic, who had just found out that his grandma passed away from coronavirus. So, very happy for the Blazers. It's a great story. But now we're doing this thing that we do every year where it's, could the Blazers be the dark horse? Could they beat the Lakers? Look, no disrespect to the Grizzlies, but the Blazers barely beat them. If you can barely beat the Grizzlies, how are you supposed to beat the Lakers, who have two of the top 5 players in the league with LeBron James and Anthony Davis? Me personally, I just don't see it happening, but Damian Lillard is a fellow guy from the Bay Area, so we're always rooting for him. Now, let's go to the Eastern Conference. Giannis and the Bucks got the 1 seed, but Giannis has been very open about the fact that he's not happy with how the Bucks have been playing. They got the 1 seed, but they finished 3-5 in the bubble, and you never want to be limping into the playoffs. You want to go in strong. But I got to tell you, as a Warrior fan, I am very excited for what I am hearing. Look, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. If the Bucks don't win the finals or don't even make it to the finals, I'm pretty sure that Giannis train is going hard and strong right to the Bay Area, and we would all love to have another superstar. Now, let's talk Major League Baseball. Speaking of the Bay Area, the Battle of the Bay just happened with the Giants taking on the A's. But if you're a Giants fan or a member of the Giants, it was more like the embarrassment of the Bay. The Giants had 2 leads late into both of the first 2 games and found new ways to lose both of them. Now, they're currently losing the 3rd game in the series 15-3. So I guess the feeling is you can't lose a lead if you never had one. That's a bold strategy. We'll see how that turns out for them. But seriously, now everybody wants to blame Gabe Kapler, and I get it. Some of it is warranted. Some of the things that he does and says, it just doesn't sit right with you. But don't forget, we went through this whole offseason talking about how the Giants weren't going to be good. And guess what? They're not very good. So even though I understand where you're coming from, we didn't think this team was going to win the World Series, especially when ownership won't let you bring up your future star in Joey Bart. What are we supposed to do? I also think we're not putting enough responsibility on the players. Look, it's not Gabe Kapler's fault that Hunter Pence needed Google Maps to find Tony Kemp's fly ball in the 2nd game and ended up being the reason the A's took the lead. That's not his fault. Now, people on my Twitter are talking about, well, why was he playing? Well, I don't know, because he's a major league outfielder. Nobody thought anything negative about Hunter Pence's defense until he blew that no-hitter a couple weeks ago. So I don't really want to hear it. At the end of the day, I get it. Everything's magnified in a short season. And it'll be interesting how everything plays out, because right now, the A's are rolling, and it seems like the Giants have a bit of a flat tire. But that's all the time I have for you today. Again, my name is Alan Stiles, and until next time, be safe, be well, be wise. Peace.